Hey, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Matt, and today our guest is Hassan Sohail, originally from Pakistan. He's now living in Kuopio, and he likes to share his unique experiences in Finland from his own distinct perspective, and he also aims to help other foreigners in Finland. Welcome, Hassan.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Matt, for providing this opportunity, and I'm very excited to share my experience and what I have been doing and what are my messages that I can give to listeners. Thank you for providing me this platform.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad that you responded when I reached out to you. It's a pleasure to have you on here.
Thank you. It's a mutual feeling. It was a nice feeling when I saw someone reach out to me, and it's my first collaboration of my channel with someone else doing podcast or doing similar things in Finland. So it's a great opportunity for me to express myself at this platform.
Great, great. So usually one of the first questions we ask is, what brought you to Finland? How long have you been here, and uh, why are you in Finland?
Well, to be honest, this is the question that I have been asked like maybe a thousand of times because when this is the very first question I guess most of the foreigners get to ask from someone when you meet someone, especially Finnish people, why are you here? And the answer is actually in Pakistan. I was doing my bachelor's, and I did my bachelor's in pharmacy, and then I was practicing for some time in Pakistan as a pharmacist. But at some point, I felt stuck in the career. I wanted to look for some opportunities that can help me to excel in my career. I started looking at different options of going abroad or also working in Pakistan. And then I found out that there is one program called public health, and since it's very much related to my field, I consulted different. Some of my relatives are also living in Finland, so I asked from them, and they said, "Yeah, it's a nice country. It's a little bit cold. Winters are a little bit longer, but yeah, you can adjust."
Hmm.
So I thought, okay, why not? And then I got in contact with the international coordinators of the university. They were quite friendly. They were quite helpful, and they were just treating me like I'm a little kid. Like they were guiding me at each and every step. So it was very, very motivating for me to choose Finland as my destination to move. And I have never been like, I was that sort of guy who was very much pampered by my parents. I never moved out of my home. I did my bachelor's while being at home because my university was in the same city. And then when I was doing job, I was living at my parents' home. And like going out of my home city and home country to another country, it was like bit of a very shocking thing for me because I've never been even to like other cities. I to other cities to live and to work, but it was like an instant feeling to go out from your home to another country where you don't know anyone and where the people speak different language. But when I came here, initial few months were a bit difficult, but due to I found some good friends and they helped me to settle in here, and also university provided me an environment like home, so which made
Yeah.
things easier for me. So that's how I settled in Finland.
Okay. What year was that?
It was 2014, so a long time
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Time flies too, doesn't it?
yeah, time flies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, so you've been here for, I guess, what, going on 8 years,
Yeah.
and uh, what has your overall experience been then?
Uh, my overall experience has been pretty smooth, actually. Like with all the with the regarding visa stuff or regarding other dealing with the bureaucratic things in Finland or dealing with the people or dealing with the Finnish culture. So when I moved to Finland, I remember still now that when I entered my student apartment, I was living in a shared apartment at that time, and it was just a bed. And some there was nothing blanket or anything else, and I was just sitting there with my luggage all around me, and I was feeling like a hell of homesick. So I was feeling that if I have taken a right decision or not of moving to Finland. And then some when my roommate next to me, he knocked my door, and he was very kind guy. He was from Indonesia, and he guided me that this is the bus stop, this is how you take the bus, this is the university, this is how you pay the semester, the student fee, or the like. He told me about everything, the basic steps of getting to know the Finland. And I still remember
Yeah. Okay.
when I went to take the bus for the very first time, because I didn't have the bus card. So the driver asked me that. I said how much. He said 262. I thought that it's 262 euros for the bus ticket. I thought, whoa, it's all expensive. And was so like I didn't know anything at the point, and I was giving him 262 euros, and he said no, 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 262, 2.62. So it was like these sort of and amazing experiences. And also my like getting to bus was, I was very much confused with which direction should I take to go my home. Sometime I sat in the bus that was going in the totally opposite direction, and that at the very last stop the bus driver was saying me, hey, get out and go to the stop and then take the bus again, because it was the last stop. So these kind of amazing experiences I had. I made some good friends. And the best thing, I think, the best decision I took was joining different associations. Like I worked with UN Association of Tampere, and then I worked as for also for my tenants association of the area where I was living. And I also
Okay.
represented UN Youth of Finland in Sorbonne University, Paris. I visited UNESCO office from on their behalf, and I also visited Finnish embassy. So those were the things that helped me to gain some personality confidence, to interact with the Finnish people, to interact with the people of different background who were living in Finland. I think that was one of the best decisions. And I'm still working with some associations, and it was a hobby. I started it as a hobby, and still it's a hobby for me. And I think I would suggest everyone who is feeling alone and want to meet the people like-minded, then they should check out the different associations of their interest, and they might find new good friends.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, it's yeah. It is a pretty amazing place. I think it's especially if you're in like the cities. The big cities have a lot of friendly people,
Yeah,
helpful people that are always
right,
willing to help anybody who needs it. And
right,
it seems like if you just go looking, you'll find people that
right, right, right,
some people come to Finland and they're not very outgoing, so it's easy to get just stuck in your bedroom doing nothing. But
It was the
and
case
that
for
can
me
really
actually. I was very much introvert, uh, and I always felt anxiety while talking to some Finnish people or some foreign people. Like I was comfortable speaking in my own language to people from Pakistan, but when in the start I was like feeling a little bit less motivated or less confidence to talk to the people from other backgrounds, because in Pakistan they're normally not very much foreigners, or I was not used to seeing so much foreigners or speaking English language there. But these, as I said, these associations helped me to boost my confidence, and then I made some good friends whom I still in touch with. So it was. That's why I suggested that others who are listening and who want to make some friends and gain some confidence, they should check out some associations and work for them.
Okay, yeah. Good advice. Good advice. I mean, we were talking about the weather a little bit,
Yeah.
and that's very different from Pakistan. But in what other ways has Finland been different, or even the same, or if there's similarities too?
Hmm. Uh, the Finland, in my opinion, the weather, yeah, of course. Actually, Pakistan, Pakistan has quite a diverse geography. Like if you go in the north, there are mountains. If you're in the south, there are plain areas. There are small mountains or like hills. Like in the place where I live, in the capital of the Islamabad is like. There is a lot of forest there, and there are small hills as well. So it's somehow like Finland, and like it's quiet, it's peaceful, it's different than the other cities of Pakistan. So I was used to like like the routine that people go to sleep at 11 and they wake up early. And so when I moved
Yeah,
here, I wasn't that much in a shock to see the geography around me. I was missing the mountains because we have little mountains or hills around Islamabad. So I used to go there like twice in a week with my friends, and whenever I want to chill out, I just used to go there. Um, but the difference I felt was in the food. There was the options to dine out, because I'm not sure if people know, but like Asian countries, they have lots of street food options. You can go and you can enjoy some street food, which you can get at very nominal price, or you can go to some fine dining restaurants as well. Um, but in Finland, street food options was like really, really very limited. Only if you can find something maybe in somewhere in Tori, but other than that, no. And the food was quite different, which was like one of the like cultural shocks for me. And language hasn't affected me really much in these years of my stay in Finland, interestingly, because I have been working mostly like I'm working with the university now. And I have been doing my master's in the educational area, like in university. So people speak English, which was quite relaxation for me. And but it's not that I have not been learning Finnish. I have been learning Finnish, and I can speak a little bit now. And but I'm still working on that. Uh, and I guess everyone should learn Finnish if they're living in Finland. Other than that, weather was a bit different. Winters are quite long, and in the summer days are quite long. So if you want to sleep,
yeah,
you can't. You have to totally find out some blackout curtains, or do some pitch darkness in your room. And in winter, you have to put a lot of lights if you want to feel happy and don't feel depressed. So these sort of things were a little bit different. And But there has been a nice little community of Pakistanis in Tampere as well, whom I was in touch with. So they also helped me to settle in Finland, and also in here at Kuopio, there is a nice Pakistani community. So I am in touch with. I have Finnish friends as well. I have Pakistani friends as well. So I have friends from all different backgrounds. And it's eighth year of my stay in Finland, and I see Finland as my home country, as my second home country now. I feel the same patriotic feelings towards Finland, and I want to own the place where I live, so I don't feel like I'm foreigner here now. I feel like I am the person who is living. I'm here paying taxes, so I'm contributing to society. So I should feel as a person of Finland, as a citizen of Finland, not as a foreigner who is living in Finland. uh, and now I don't feel any when I go out. The other person who is like Finnish and I'm like brown from Pakistan, I don't feel any differences. Like I don't feel any anxiety. I don't feel anything different. I just feel that he's some other citizen of Finland having the same rights as of me. So I enjoy now living in Finland.
That's really good to hear. That's really good to hear.
Thanks.
Um, well, I discovered you in a mutual Facebook group that we're in, and you had posted a video that you had taken with your drone,
Yeah.
and I kind of ended up going to your YouTube channel, and when I was looking at your content, I said, I want to reach out to this guy and
Yeah.
get some more information from him because I really liked what you had to share, and I
Yeah.
thought that uh, I I've taken a few drone videos myself, but my drone's not even working anymore, so I haven't done anything in such a long time.
Yeah.
Uh, but not only do you have a couple of videos with drones, but you have all different kinds of things where you're really just sharing your life here in Finland, and I
Yeah.
think that it's good to see. They're not really long videos, but
Yeah.
they show a lot, and it's a good window into
Yeah.
your perspective. And I'd love for you to tell us what made you want to start that channel and everything.
Yeah. So that's a very interesting question as well. Um, I have always been looking forward to start a hobby. Like when I was in Pakistan, I used to play sports. Like mostly in Pakistan, cricket is played outside. It's a normal routine to play cricket with your friends in the street or in the grounds. But when I came here, I was feeling a deficiency that I need to start a hobby that I can benefit from, that I can learn something from. So this idea of I always wanted to document what I have been doing, and I will always wanted to show people that how I'm living, and how
Hmm.
can you become a great part of the society. And I always I always felt that internet is such a big power, because before that before doing starting my channel, I was working as a blog writer for different blogs based on US or through some freelancing websites. So I thought that when I was in Pakistan and I was working with some boss from US, so it was like I thought that it's such a internet is such a great tool that you're sitting in Pakistan, you can connect with another person who is sitting in another uh, part of the world, and you can create an impact, or you can work with them, or you can provide others opportunity to work. So I thought that I have been living in Finland. I have gone through different experiences. I have traveled around 15 European countries as well. So I thought that I should make a channel and share my views, how I have been, how traveling has impacted my life. And when I was thinking about the channel name, Travel with Hassan, so I thought I should use my name or not, or should use some other, cool name. But then I thought that Travel with Hassan, people maybe when they see the name, they get an impact that it's only a travel channel. But if you browse through my channel, there are podcasts as well, there are educational videos as well. So Travel with Hassan basically means that I want the viewer to travel with me on the passages where I am going. Like I can teach you my views, I can show you where I'm traveling, I can help with you if I know if I'm good at something, I can provide you that knowledge. For example, my recent video was on how, like, I saw some aurora, I documented them, and then I tried to explain the people that how aurora are formed, what is the how they are originated, how they are formed. And another previous video, I tried to show the people how to get a PhD in Finland. I showed my tips and how they can find a good position in Finland. So for every video, I do a lot of effort. I don't simply go on the YouTube channel and put any video. I do a lot of editing. I do a lot of hard work. So uh, I guess if people are listening, and I would say them to subscribe to my channel, Travel with Hassan, because I put a lot of effort there, and I'm sure you will enjoy the content that I put. And one of the other things that I wanted to do through my channel was to create an impact in the society where I'm living. So in Finland, like I interviewed two people who were contesting in the Helsinki elections. I tried. They were trying to, like, their agenda was based on helping foreigners to get a part of society. They were Finnish people, so I interviewed them, and I tried to, because most of my listeners are foreigners, so I wanted them to see that you need to go. If you have lived for 2 years in Finland, for more than 2 years, you can go and cast elections, cast a vote in election. So you should go and play a part for your municipality, for your city where you are living. And also, I interviewed different people who have achieved something in Finland. I shared their story as well, that how they came in, what processes they have been through, and how they got something in Finland. So yeah, it's basically a learning channel, a traveling channel, an entertainment channel. Anything you want to see, you can find it there. So it's a complete package. So do subscribe.
Yeah, okay. And for those who are listening, if you go onto YouTube and you type "travel with Hassan" as one word,
Yeah,
and that'll take you directly to,
right.
that'll
Travel.
bring up his channel.
Right.
Uh, I think if you were to do it with spaces, it might not come up right away. Well, and you were talking about these interviews that you did, and they're kind of labeled as like podcast number one, two, three, four, five, and so on.
Yeah.
And so I was going to ask you about that. Um, is it going to be something that you're looking to kind of expand into a full podcast and have that be like an audio thing as well, or what are your plans?
Uh, yeah. I have been a keen, like, it's one of my hobby to listen to podcasts, like TEDx or different channels I have been listening to on my Google Podcast or Apple Podcast, whatever device I have, and I usually prefer the audio version. So I have been recently planning to increase the number of podcasts, and I also got inspired by Mastering Finland podcast. I went to your website and I saw different episodes that you have been doing, and I really, really appreciate the work that you guys have been doing. So I got inspired, and I thought that I should do something like that on my channel, or on some like the audio version of my podcast to different platforms. So yeah, that's in pipeline, and I have been thinking to interview different people about what they have been doing in Finland and their life stories and everything. So yeah, it's in pipeline. I'm going to give more time to audio podcast now as well, along with my
Okay,
YouTube
great,
channel.
great. One, it's nice to hear that you were inspired by us as well. That's appreciated. Um, so I wanted to ask you as another uh, international in Finland. What do you think the biggest challenges are that internationals are facing when they come to Finland?
Uh, I guess as a foreigner, one of the thing, as I said, that you should own the place where you live. A friend of mine, he said this statement, and I was very much impressed by what he said. And another person, he is like doing a good job in Finland, and I did a podcast with him, and he said a sentence that inspired me. He said that life in Finland starts from 2 euros. So like when you come, you have nothing much in your pocket, but with time you have to be patient, and you have to keep developing yourself, and you have to become a part of the society. Then you will be able to, for sure you will be able to achieve something in Finland. The hurdles, I think, when you come as a foreigner, you come with the mind that you are going to an alien land. there will be an alien language, and all around you are like aliens, foreign people, like different people than you. You are a foreigner here, which the mind, your mind we set up, your mind VN create a lot of hurdles for you. You yourself create a lot of hurdles for you. I would suggest the foreigners that if you are living at some place, it's of course you will feel hurdled in your country as well. It's not that like people, the jobs are, people will serve you jobs in place in your country. You will have to work hard to find jobs in your home country as well. And also in Finland, it's same everywhere in the world. But try to own the place where you live. Try to communicate with people. Try to network with people, and try to build yourself slowly and slowly. It's not like that you will achieve something overnight. You have to keep working, you have to be persistent, and one day definitely you will achieve something in Finland. um, Hurdles is language. I think I have been to different seminars, and I have listened to different companies, Finnish companies, who they say that they feel hesitant to hire foreigners because of the language, because their job might not require Finnish language, but the office environment is like everyone is Finnish. So other person who is not able to speak Finnish, they might feel like alienated, or they might not feel comfortable there. But they said that we are open. You should apply to us, and you should tell us that how you will be comfortable to work with us. We are taking this leap forward to hiring foreigner people now with English language. Try to apply to different jobs, and also try to learn Finnish meanwhile. Try to learn the Finnish language meanwhile, which will help you to ease your hurdles. And also would like to urge the state or the office or people that please make the process easier for foreigners to find the employment. And they are already doing a great work, but they should do more efforts to make foreigners a better part of the society, to get them into employment and to contribute towards society. Other than that, weather weather is like winter. They are nice, but we foreign, like if we're coming from a warm country, like I'm from warm part of Pakistan, we are normally are not used to skiing or skating or winter sports. But with my wife, I tried skiing as this sledging thing for the very first time a
Yeah.
few days back, and it was like one of the very nice activity. And so if you are bored of the winter, don't don't get stuck in the home. Go out and try to do some activities. Try to find the people. They will help you to learn the skiing or skating. And so in hurdles are only what they are in your mind. Everyone can come over any hurdle. So just be patient, and be strong. And Finnish society is a rewarding society. If you are going to give something to Finnish society, you will definitely get it back. So stay motivated.
That's good advice. Good advice. It sounds like the first part you were saying about the owning your new country kind of thing. It sounds like, oh, another way of putting that is when you come to Finland, treat it like it's already your home, and
Right.
over time it will truly become your home. You
Right.
know, I think that's really good
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have anything else you want to share?
Uh, no, not exactly, but few things that I would like to suggest to foreigners who are living in Finland, who are new or who have been here for a long time. Try to communicate with the people. Best source of communication is joining some associations, and try to make some Finnish friends, and try to be like. Don't feel like hesitation, or don't feel like lack of confidence. Just go and talk to them. And also try to get into some hobby. If you know anything, if you want to join anything, there are lots of associations who will help you for free to learn something, to learn some hobbies. There are amazing Facebook groups for the people who want to start something new. Or and also um, try try not to feel yourself as a foreigner. Just own yourself. Just consider yourself as a part of society, and also subscribe to my channel. Travel.
Yeah.
That's the very first thing that you should do.
And once again, that's Travel with Hassan as
Yeah,
one word
yeah.
on YouTube. And is there any other place that people can find you, or that you'd want people to follow you?
Yeah,
Just YouTube.
actually, I have um, YouTube is, if people want to know me professionally, you should follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter. Those are the places where I only where I only post professional stuff, not YouTube or not any podcast or anything. That's only for my professional things. But if you want to follow me as a person who I am, what kind of things I'm doing, or if you want to connect me in person, you should connect me through my email that is available on my YouTube channel as well, or on Facebook with Travel with Hassan. Two is my Facebook page, or also at also at podcast, which I'm gonna start very soon. So yeah, these are the channels where you can find me.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll be keeping. I mean, I'm subscribed to your channel as well. But once you move to the audio podcast, I'll make shout outs for you, on
Thank you.
Instagram and stuff,
Thank
so
you
that
very much.
people will be able to know exactly where to find it and know that it's up.
Amazing. Thank you.
So, but yeah, great. I'm so glad that we could talk today, and thank you so much for giving your time and sharing your story.
Thank you for giving this opportunity. And once again, Mastering Finland podcast, you're doing an amazing work. Keep up the work. Keep up the
Thank you,
good work.
thank you,
And good
thank
luck
you.
for your
Really
future
appreciate that.
podcast as well.
All right. Well, and I think that you're also doing some really great stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this podcast that you wanna expand on goes, and see who you get to interview and
Yeah.
hear from them as well.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. The plan is
Okay. Well,
just to get some people and share their personal life experiences who have achieved something in Finland or abroad, and like be just for the people to get some tips. So that's the main idea of the
yeah.
podcast.
To make it a resource, I
Yeah,
guess, like it's
right.
educational. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Well, that sounds great.
Thanks.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, thanks again, and we'll say goodbye now.
Yeah,
Hey, hey.
thank you. Bye bye.